Hello, this is another video to record some sculpting, and this one actually asks for a little bit more explaining. Because this is a doll by Fairyland, and I don't know how to pronounce the name. It's like I pronounce this Chic-line. Like chic, but I just call it C-line to make it easier. And this doll is actually quite similar to a fashion doll, and because it's not that popular, because Fairyland is a very popular BJD company, but this line is not that popular, and they have a pre-order until October 22nd, 2012, and that's probably going to be it. They're not likely not going to make them anymore, and I kind of like this line. It has a very tiny head, but very stylized, very nice joints, and I'm going to show you something that I really like. There's going to be some naked doll parts, but the legs. There's a system in there. You can, well, you're supposed to. Yep. You can. There's a hook in there, and there's a ring. And it works quite easy. You can just take off the legs, and if you have different shaped lower legs, you can just take this one off, put another one on. And they never really did anything with this. That's quite a shame. Now they're going to discontinue. The system is in their larger dolls as well, so I hope to see something more now in the other doll lines. I'm gonna put his pants back on. But no, it's a very odd size. It's kind of hard to find clothes for this. Not everybody likes the pinheads, pinhead syndrome. But yeah, I do like it a lot. And then there were some people like, oh, I hope, since there are not going to be any more face sculpts produced by Fairyland, someone said, yeah, I hope some artists will make heads themselves. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying, because it's very small, I'm trying to make a head myself. And because I only have a boy doll right now, this is going to be a boy head or a man head. And I have a girl on Oliver, so maybe if this turns out well, maybe I want to make a head for a girl as well, and maybe some leg parts, because Fairyland's probably not gonna make them. But yeah, on to sculpting. I mentioned in another video that I like sculpting in subtractive way and additive way, so I like to use this one to, maybe I'm gonna put on a smaller sizzle, but I like to cut out the eyes first, so I make space for the eyes, and then I add, with clay, I add the profile, I start building up the profile, and then I work on the rest of the face. I'm not sure if it's gonna work now, because this is such a tiny scale for me to work on. I don't have that much experience sculpting, so yeah, just see how it's going. And there's a tissue paper inside with some plastic wrap on top of the tissue paper, and then I put in some Premier clay. And this is what I have right now, and I'm gonna well, I broke my water bottle, so I'm just gonna use water from a glass to wet my head. So there's some permeate clay here, and I'm gonna wet the head a little bit, and the clay is a little bit dry, and then I'm gonna add clay. So now I have a profile for the upper lip and the nose. And see if it's focus. Yeah, you can see it's very rough still. It's not that good. But I add a little bit chin, and now I'm gonna add the lower lip. And when I've done that, I'm gonna add cheekbones, more up, brow ridge. Yeah. Okay. This is probably gonna be boring as well and slow process, but so things are still not the way I want it to be. But that's gonna be fixed once I start using sandpaper and add some clay here and there. It's a long process, so I never usually get it right the first time. But this is how far I have profile right now. So I'm gonna add some to the face and build up a little more face shape. I'm gonna wet it with water, but not too wet. I'm just gonna add like cheekbones and brow ridge. Right here I have the head, and things that didn't show on the video is that after sanding the head more smooth, so I shaped the cheekbones, I made the chin more even, I sanded a little bit of the nose. I also added more to the brow ridge. I added more cheekbones. I added a little bit on the nose, so the profile changed a bit. I worked on the lips. Lips are not near finished anyway. Still need to make a better lower lip and shape the upper lips. I used sandpaper to shape the head more. I'm not sure if I really like the way it is right now, because the cheekbones are quite pronounced and quite high, but I do like the profile. I like the nose, still dip here. But it also did, I made the head larger, because this is a doll. This is not a bust that you sculpt or a museum piece. This is a doll, and in the end there's gonna be a wig on top of the head, and it needs to be a little bit larger so that the wig can stay on. So that's why I made the head larger. It is a little bit larger than the Chic-line head, the C-line head, but if you look at the face, I'm having a little bit of problems seeing what I'm doing here. But if you look at the face, they're almost the same size. This head is a little bit larger, but that's okay, because I think that the C-line heads are a little bit too small. They have very large hands for the size of their face. So yeah, I think it's gonna be good. And I also saw here, this is a skull made by JungaToy. I think JungaToy no longer operates, but they sold their masters to, or they, at least the company Not Doll Lab is selling the dolls made by the masters made by JungaToy. So maybe you can still buy this skull. It actually has a movable jaw. It's quite nice. You can actually take it off. As you can see, it's almost as if the skull, the face part of the skull fits in there. Oh, it's falling off. That's part of it. It almost fits in there. It's quite nice. Quite nice to have this. This is actually, I think this one is modeled after a male skull because the head is so high. The female skulls usually more rounded off, but it also depends on race and such. But I use this while I sculpt. It's very useful. Yeah. Back to the head. So I still need to smooth this, and I need to make an ear. Afterwards I'm gonna cut open the head to make a faceplate system. I need to make a neck hole, and I need to make better lips. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching.